Just a quick message to say thanks for everyone for staying at home. I know it's disruptive, work is disruptive, but we're all in this together. And we're doing it for the greater good. Help the NHS. Save lives. Stay at home.
Hi guys, we're all aware of the fantastic job that the NHS are doing at the moment. It's been incredible. So let's help them out by staying at home and saving lives. Thank you.
Diolch to everyone who is staying at home at the moment. I know it's really hard, I know it's disruptive, and I know work is suffering. But we're all in it for the greater good, and we're in it together. Protect our NHS, save lives, and stay at home. Thank you.
Just like to say a really big thank you to all those key workers working hard within Wales to keep us safe and sound. Diolch.
Our key workers are doing such an important job. Diolch to everybody and continue the fantastic work. It's important that all of us in Wales stay at home and protect the NHS.
Help the NHS. Protect lives. Stay home.
It's been a tough week. Normally we're trying to cram everything in 4 to 5 days, but we've had a bit more time to work with the players, obviously tactically. And if we're not right tactically against this team, then they've got the capacity to do a lot of damage to anyone. So we've worked hard. Players will have 2 days rest, and then we'll be back in on Monday. We'll have a 4-day build-up before the kick-off on Friday night. But yeah, we're okay. We're in good shape.
Saying biggest game, not just ourselves but the whole nation, so hopefully we can get out there and get some points. We all know what Belgium are about. Fantastic team. We know we're going to come up to a good shift, so yeah, we're just getting prepared ourselves and take our game.
Good team throughout, the back line's good. We're aware of the threat that they pose, and we'll obviously show them the respect that they deserve.
Full house, stadium sold out in just 6 days. I suppose this is what international football should all be about, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and no one's worked harder than us ourselves, and it's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of hard work over the years, a lot of ups and downs, and I think the whole nation now can see that we're doing well, we're working hard, playing good football, and hopefully they can keep supporting us, and hopefully they can be the 12th man tomorrow and get behind the team.
Domination.
fans in the canton end to my left are all holding up their little plaques spelling out the word Cymru for the Belgian national anthem. The crowd will be introduced to Rhondda's finest, Sophie Evans, who will sing Lead the Pack Crowd with Hen Lad Van Harai. Even the Belgian fans are applauding that. That was one rendition of the Welsh national anthem. As the two teams walk past each other, a cursory touch of the hand from each. Some known from the Premier League, of course, but I bet Belgium didn't know much about Jazz Richards. And I bet they didn't expect him to start, but the Swansea City player who is destined for a move to Fulham in the Championship is the surprise selection of Wales manager Chris Coleman. He goes for Wayne Hennessy in goal. Then we expect Richards to be the right wing back, Neil Taylor the left, which means Chris Gunter, earning his 59th cap tonight, will move into the middle along with James Chester and Ashley Williams, a back three or a five if you prefer. The midfield, Joe Ledley, Joe Allen and Aaron Ramsey, and up front, Hal Robson-Kanu, and Wales's newest golden cap, Gareth Bale. He becomes the 34th Welsh player to make it to 50 caps, and he's still only 25. And Kevin Ratcliffe saying earlier, well, it may take him 10 years to win another 50. However, if Wales do well in this competition and qualify, then it adds to the summer action, which is what this game is all about. Belgium are a little huddle with their subs and their starting lineup. Eden Hazard, their captain, delivering the last few words to them. They're number 2 in the world. They have Thibaut Courtois, possibly the best in the world in goal. Across the back, Toby Alderweireld of Southampton, Jason Denayer on loan from Manchester City to Celtic, Nicolas Lombard of Zenit, Jan Vertonghen of Spurs, Kevin De Bruyne of Wolfsburg, Raja Nangolan of Roma and Alex Witsel of Zenit are in the midfield. And up front, Dries Mertens of Napoli, Christian Benteke of Aston Villa and Chelsea's Eden Hazard. The Welsh players are called to a huddle in the middle of the half in front of the Canton end. Belgium are in their black strip, white flash on the shoulder, and Wales being given their last words by their captain Ashley Williams. 51st cap for him tonight. They spread now. Bale heads out to this right hand side, the near side for us. Richards on the right hand side as well, and it's Belgium to kick off in Wales's 100th European Championship encounter. A nation is full of hope, a nation is full of expectation. Wales can take a big step towards France next summer with a positive result tonight. And there's not an empty seat in the house. It's a fantastic sight, is the Cardiff City Stadium. Plenty of red, because Belgium, the Red Devils, also play in that colour, as Vertonghen holds it up, chips it down towards Benteke. Benteke wins the first header, Gunter wins the second, breaks for Liverpool's Joe Allen, moves it to first touch for Gareth Bale. Bale turns away from Vertonghen, but he gets held up by Eden Hazard, goes tumbling over the Chelsea midfield player, but there's no foul, and Hazard's on the ball now in midfield, trying to flick it through to Mertens on the right hand side. It was cut up by Ledley. Ramsey putting pressure on Witsel, who's the Fellaini lookalike with his curly locks. Nangolan has got the Mohican, the blonde Mohican, in the shaven, middle of the shaven head. He's easily identifiable. Lombards moves down the right hand side for Belgium, playing from right to left. Looks for Benteke again, heads it on. Gunter heads it down, and the first touch of Wayne Hennessy. Minute and a half gone, just about. It's 0-0. Kevin Ratcliffe.
Yeah, I mean, the game set out as we thought it might do, with Belgium having a lot of possession. I think the one thing that we can't do as a back four or back three is go deep, and we're showing it early on that we're not. Keeping Benteke high, which is good because we don't want him getting hold of it.
Ramsey, little touch to Ledley. Ledley immediately helps it out to Swansea's Taylor, midway inside the Belgian half. Lays it back to Ledley again. Touch for James Chester, returning to the side, having missed the Israel game because of a shoulder injury caused by James Collins, who's also out tonight, of course, with Ben Davis. Shock scoreline coming through from one of the other games tonight. Andorra 1, Cyprus 0. And that's, well, it's Dolce Jr. own goal. Well, we know all about trailing in Andorra. It's happened to Wales in the opening game of the group. I'll give you the group standings in a moment, but Belgium have the ball with their centre-back, Nicolas Lombards, one of the two Zenit St. Petersburg players. Helps it out to Vertonghen. The Spurs left-back into Witsel. Witsel holds off Ledley. Nangolan, touch to Hazard. Jazz Richards shepherds him closely. Witsel, nice first touch to Vertonghen, all happening inside the Wales half. But the banks of Wales defenders are watching. Ball into the inside left side of the Wales defence. Now they move it out. Ledley gave Ramsey too much to do then. Little touch from Vertonghen.
I think that's where we've got to be a little bit careful, that when we're coming out, that we don't give it away too cheaply, and that's a cheap ball to give away.
Richards and Ramsey putting pressure on Hazard. Gets a little tap from Ramsey. Free kick taken quickly.
Tell you what, he's looks really stocky. I don't know if he's put on a little bit of weight as Hazard.
Ball into the middle, Benteke reaches for it, and it goes beyond him, but that was danger, and danger. Benteke was by himself.
Well, I don't know if Chris Gunter's overcovered there. Seems to have got a little bit too far over. He's not tight enough, he's the wrong side. He's the wrong side, he's got caught. I don't know if he's trying to play offside when he's gone on to Ashley Williams, but he's got to get tighter.
So Group B looks like this. Belgium top 11 points on goal difference, and Wales on 11. Israel on 9. They're playing Bosnia tonight. We'll keep you up to date with that game. That's 0-0 at the moment. Cyprus are on 6 points, and they're trailing 1-0 at pointless Andorra, who are behind Bosnia, who are on 5 points. So this is the top two in Group B. 4 minutes gone. Radio L Sport have packed Cardiff City Stadium. And it's 0-0. Gunter lobs the ball forward. Robson-Kanu not too far away from Bale. That time Denaya, who's really impressive. His third cap tonight, his first European Championship start. Nangolan out to Hazard on the left-hand side. Attacks Jazz Richards. Allen is shadowing too. Hazard gets the cross in, hits it too deeply though, and Taylor is forced to head that out. Oh, it hits the corner flag on the far side. Mertens will pick that up, drives in a low cross, cleared away by James Chester, the Wales centre-back, the Hull City player, and it's picked up by De Bruyne of Wolfsburg again on that right-hand side. Wales under pressure in the opening 5 minutes. Vertonghen in the orange boots moves forward midway inside the Wales half. Out to Hazard again. Richards not too far away. Ramsey makes the challenge, and the ball ricochets into the Belgian half and out for a throw. It's still goalless, but Belgium has started well, Kevin Ratcliffe.
He started well, and as you might well see, they're going to be a threat down this left-hand side with Hazard and Vertonghen linking up play. I'm just a little bit concerned that, Jazz Richards, I don't really want him going to Vertonghen. I want to try and stay in there, fill that hole, and not let maybe Chris Gunter come out and deal with Hazard.
Allen picks up the ball. Bale, little nutmeg on Vertonghen, and he's left him behind. Bale breaks down the right-hand side and wins the first corner off the shins of Jan Vertonghen, who was struggling to get back.
Tell you what, he's zipped past him twice now in the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the game.
Now the Wales fans find their voice. Aaron Ramsey with the corner. 6 minutes gone, goalless. Corner from the right-hand side, drills it across, header, and it was Hal Robson-Kanu who headed wide from about 12 yards.
Tell you what, he's headed it back stick, and you're just hoping that somebody's just pulled off. It's about 2 or 3 yards wide, and you get to, too much on it. I think it's Joe Ledley's just gone in. If somebody's hanging out, that is a goal-scoring position there. A lot of goal scorers who are not that good in the air, they do sniff a lot of goals from that area.
Now Robson-Kanu did score against Cyprus, of course. Both these sides unbeaten in this group. As Richards, what a surprise for him, his 5th cap, 2 of them been against Belgium. Bale knocks it out. Oh, lovely ball from right to left. What a ball! And Taylor just slipped as he got there.
It's not just the ball, Rob. It's actually seeing the pass. From being on one side of the pitch, ball coming in, and then to have the vision to see Neil Taylor on the far side. If it hadn't have rained so much, he might have got that.
He might have got that. You're right. There has been rain, and it's looks like it's starting to rain now. Hazard now inside his own half, but he's broken over halfway. Still plenty of red shirts ahead of him. Belgium playing right to left, black shirts, black shorts, and Wales all in red. Nangolan, he was dynamic against France last weekend. Mertens crosses into the middle. Hennessy comes up for it, drops it. Well, almost dropped it. He fumbled it. I think it bounced off Benteke's head, but the Crystal Palace keeper was there.
Problem having, Rob, if they switch in play, then they've got 2v1 on the wing back on both sides. I'm not too sure who's actually going to go out to the fullback. If one of the forwards or one of the midfield players have got to come out, they've got to try and sort that out quickly.
This is Dries Mertens. I don't think too many people expected him to start tonight. They thought it would be Nasser Chadli, but we're told he may be injured, Chadli. Of course, they lost Marouane Fellaini earlier in the week, who scored twice in their 4-3 win over France last Sunday at the Stade de France. Denaya wide to Alderweireld, the Southampton right back on loan from Atletico Madrid. They've got quality right the way through.
I just think Jazz Richards is over-covering at the moment.
Nangolan goes wide to Vertonghen, midway inside the Wales half on the left. Nangolan gets it back. He's forced back into his own half by the tracking of Gareth Bale, with a little bun on top of his head. As good challenge on that far side by Aaron Ramsey to foil Alderweireld, and it's a Wales throw deep inside their own half in their left back position. 9 minutes gone, 0-0.
Yeah, I mean, like we said before, they're having a lot of possession of the ball, not really creating anything yet, Belgium, but things are just starting to open up on either flank, and it's the fullbacks who are going to cause us problems at the end of the day.
And from that throw, Wales make 30 yards upfield for a Taylor throw again. Takes it back to Joe Ledley. Chester thought about playing across the face of the penalty area, but Benteke was looming large. The Aston Villa player. Now Chester gets it back from Ledley. He's allowed to move up to the centre circle. Inside the centre circle is Bale. Richards has made the run, but Bale couldn't find him. Ball forward to Benteke. De Bruyne to Witsel. Now Richards has to get back and defend. He's back in position now. Hazard picks up the ball deep again. Has a little run. Flicks it inside to De Bruyne. Carries on the run as Benteke. De Bruyne finds him. Benteke forced out of the penalty area by the Wales captain, Ashley Williams. De Bruyne crosses low again. Hits Jazz Richards. Ramsey helps it to Taylor. Oh, it's an awful clearance from Taylor. Mertens picks it up. Nangolan! Lovely save by Hennessy. Nangolan hit it from the edge of the box. Hennessy went stretching to the left and palmed it away. Let's bring in Danny Gabardon, the Wales defender who could have been earning his 50th cap tonight. Danny, what about the start Wales have made? What about that Hennessy save?
Yeah, we're going to need that for the whole 9 minutes from Wayne. He's been superb so far in the qualifying campaign, making big saves in important moments, and great save there. But as Kevin said, I think we just need to sort the wide areas out. Too many crosses coming in already. I think likes of Jazz Richards and Neil Taylor can stay wider. With Benteke up front on his own, the three centre-backs can cope with Benteke, and the two wing-backs got to stay wide. They've got to stop the crosses, because the likes of Benteke, they thrive off crosses, and that's what he wants. So there's been 3 or 4 crosses going already, and dangerous ones, and we need to stop them, really. I think the wide areas.
Yeah, I think Chris has just had a word with Jazz there about it, maybe. I mean, he's got to have spotted it.
So you're listening to BBC Radio Wales on a huge night for Welsh football. 12 minutes gone. Wales 0, Belgium 0. Group E of the European Championship qualifying campaign. Looking for a place in France next summer. The top 2, and a mix-up between Hal Robson-Kanu and Neil Taylor. Interesting as well, Kevin, that Robson-Kanu and Gunter have been on holiday and have had to come back for this, of course, because they were in the Championship side Reading, who finished a long time ago.
I don't. When you say a holiday, I don't think they've been away for 2 or 3 weeks. They might have been away for a week or 4 days, and
they've had fitness regimes too.
Well, yeah, you know, they'll have stats about them, and now these days, you know, it's.
Oh, that was a poor pass from Joe Allen to Ramsey, and he's giving it to Hazard, who immediately attacks down the left-hand side. Allen is shadowing. Ramsey's there as well. Ramsey stumbles. Ball into Witsel. Nangolan may shoot again. No, he goes right. Little touch inside to De Bruyne. Took a deflection. Allen is there. Hazard picks it up and drives over right-footed from the edge of the penalty area. The Belgian fans right in front of us got out of their seats and were very excited then. They cannot afford to make mistakes around their own box.
Give the ball away. You know, Joe giving it away, and Robson-Kanu. I think Joe Ledley gave it away before as well. It's in our own area, in our own box, just outside our own box. It's in our own half. You can't do it. You get punished by the better teams. Well, we can't do that anymore.
It's still 0-0. It's now 1-1 in Andorra. Cyprus have equalised.
It might be a little bit tense at the moment, Rob. You know, the occasion, they've not settled down because, you know, uncharacteristic. I mean, Joe Allen don't give the ball away that cheaply. Not in that area.
Good sliding challenge from Nangolan. He's a really dynamic midfield player. Plays for Roma in Serie A. Bale heads on halfway. Ledley heads the ball forward. Hazard, but it goes to the bearded Joe Ledley. He's the winner in the bearded stakes now. Ewan Roberts has lost his. Ball forward to Hal Robson-Kanu. Good chest down. Bale is breaking. Oh, poor pass from Robson-Kanu
as well.
And then Bale had his foot up for the challenge. The ball had just got away from him. Dries Mertens came in. Bale is apologising. We have to be careful with Gareth Bale, because he has been booked once. Of course, it's now 3 bookings before you miss a game. And it's
There,
Joe Allen and Joe
Robson-Kanu
Ledley
there,
are both on 2.
Giving the ball away so easily after good work as well, bringing the ball down, cushioning it.
Well, Gareth Bale had a run towards the penalty area then, didn't he? If the ball had been better
I
from
think he actually
Robson-Kanu.
thought he was going to take it off him straight away rather than having a touch.
Vertonghen on the ball for Belgium. 0-0, Radio Well Sport. 22 years since Wales last beat Belgium, and they're on the back foot here. Vertonghen holds it up, left-hand side, tries to cross. Richards made a good challenge that time, and Richards sees the ball balloon up for a Belgian throw. Down there, right-hand side. De Bruyne came short for it. Wales are a bit slow then. Vertonghen should cross, blocked by Richards again. De Bruyne can curl it in this time, only as far as Gunter. Nangolan picks up, Bale makes the challenge though, slipped as he did. Taylor chases the ball on the far side, gets to the head of Alderweireld. Belgian throw.
Rob, they're about 20 yards outside the box, and we're on the 6-yard box as a defence. We've got to be out. We've got to be a little bit further out.
Can you hold the second in the world for this long, playing this deep? De Bruyne.
See,
well,
that's
like
okay.
That.
Edge your box, that's fine.
Flip the ball into the box, straight into Hennessy, nobody there.
Well, if it doesn't get there, Wayne can come onto it. If there's bodies in front of him, he can't come onto it. If he does, he might hesitate.
Hennessy clears. Robson-Kanu beaten in the air. Ramsey is on the deck, but De Bruyne stood on the ground. Not seen too much of Aaron Ramsey in an attacking mode yet. All his work has been defensive, as has most of the Welsh work so far. Drawn their last 2 games against Belgium. Ball forward to Benteke. Benteke brings in the captain, Hazard. Hazard shoots right-footed. Falls at the feet of the other captain, Ashley Williams. Finds Ramsey. Williams, oh, lovely little play. Won the ball and then sends Bale down the left-hand side. Bale takes on Denier. And then Denier bundles him over, does he? No, it's a goal kick.
I'm not sure, Rob.
I'm not sure it was anyway, to be honest.
That's not bad, you know. He's not that slow either. I think, that'd just give himself a little bit too much to do.
To be fair, the referee was right there then, and I don't think it was a foul on Gareth Bale.
I'm not too sure. I'm looking at it, and it looks like Adams just playing a little bit far forward as a third striker, and we're playing with 2 in midfield. And we're just getting overrun.
They're being outnumbered.
We're getting overrun. You cannot do that at international level. You can't do it at club level anymore.
Hazard on the ball, inside right position, picks it up. Little 1-2 with Benteke. Oh, Benteke held it up, driven out the penalty area. Brings in De Bruyne. De Bruyne plays it wide. Mertens crosses from the left. But the presence of Jazz Richards, the sliding challenge from Richards, did enough then. And Mertens just floated the ball over the bar. Mark Wilmot's the Belgian manager, who may well not be Belgian manager after this game. There's talk that he's going back to Schalke, who he's managed before, in place of Roberto Di Matteo. He was very grumpy last night when people asked him about it, and Rafa Benitez is here. In fact, he's just left to go on the phone. Must be a big deal happening at Madrid. I wonder who Rafa Benitez is watching. Could it be the most costliest player on the planet? Who's jumping for the ball now, just over his head though, Gareth Bale. Just seeing glimpses of Bale's pace.
Well, there's rumours about Benteke going here, there and everywhere, so...
Or Hazard even. You wouldn't rule it out, not with Real Madrid. They can almost have who they want. Nangolan doesn't always win everything though. Doesn't guarantee success. Vertonghen crosses in. Oh, De Bruyne was foiled by Joe Ledley. And there was a free kick anyway, and the Welsh crowd, well, 19 minutes gone. I wonder whether they're going to have another word with Danny Gabardon in this break of play. Danny, 19 minutes, and we've just had Hal Robson-Kanu heading wide, but otherwise a little worrying, don't you think?
Yeah, I think obviously almost 20 minutes gone. I think we'd be fairly happy that obviously we haven't conceded a goal, but it's going to be a long night if we carry on playing like this. You know, we definitely have to be better with the ball. We've given the ball away too cheaply, a little bit like the away game really, where we haven't kept the ball enough. And you know, when you're sitting deep and defending and you get the ball back, you have to get 3, 4, 5 passes in and calm it down. I think there's a bit more time out there, to be honest, than players think. I think everyone's getting caught up, a bit tense with the atmosphere, and I think just got to relax a bit more on the ball and just try and keep it to give the lads at the back a breather more than anything and get us up the pitch. We're so deep at the minute, but we need to definitely be better with the ball. But we'll take kind of being 0-0 after 20 minutes, but I think we need to improve a bit with the ball.
Well, certainly on the basis of play and possession. Jazz Richards is almost a right winger at the moment with Wales on the ball in their own half, though. Ramsey has to go back towards
his
his
Rob, but then he's a right back when we don't have it.
Yeah.
Instead of he's most probably near or there, he's got to be a little bit.
Now that's better. Ball forward to Taylor. First time ball inside of Bale. Taylor goes on a run down the left-hand side. Ramsey's jogging forward. Richards is waiting for the cross. Taylor wins the throw-in, level with the Belgian penalty area. Takes it quickly to Gareth Bale. Bale on the ball now. Oh, lovely ball into Ramsey. Ramsey into the penalty area. Driven away by Denayer. Taylor crosses first time. And that'll be easy for Thibaut Courtois. He's a bit 6'5" and collects those in his sleep. 0-0, 20 minutes gone. BBC Radio Wales. This is the former Wales captain Kevin Ratcliffe, who knows what it's like to beat Belgium.
Well,
do you remember?
Well, a lot of hard work, yeah. On a couple of occasions where it's a lot of hard work, and we've actually got a better Welsh side out there than I played with at the time, I think. And I think there's a better Belgium side out there as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Things have improved on both sides. But I just think that Belgium seem a little bit more comfortable with the system they're playing than what we do. I'm not quite sure where Aaron is actually playing. He's not giving us anything at the moment. I think he's better if he plays a little bit deeper, helps the other two midfield players out, and maybe picks the ball up deeper as well. Leave it to the other two lads, Bale and Garnu, to sort of deal with the back four, shall we say.
It's a Wales throw in their left back position. 0-0 for a place at the summit of Group B. We're halfway through the group, and when Wales were 1-0 to... Oh, that's a bad ball forward again from Taylor.
See what they're doing, Rob? They're squeezing up. They're high up on the pitch as well. You look at the two centre-backs, they're on the halfway line. When we've got a throw in.
Belgium have lost just one in their last 17 games, and that was in the World Cup against Argentina. No disgrace there. De Bruyne, crossfield ball, looks for Mertens, who's flicked to the left-hand side. Mertens sees Vertonghen overlapping, low drive in from Vertonghen. Gunter, good punt away at the near post. Robson-Kanu puts pressure on Lombard. Lombard lobs it back to his goalkeeper Courtois. He can't catch it. It bounces high in front of him, and he slices the clearance off his shin.
That is great work rate from Robson-Kanu. That's one thing that he does give you. They can't even throw the ball to each other. And that's Gareth Bale.
No, it was Ramsey.
Ramsey
threw it over the head of Taylor to take a quick throw in.
I think they're a bit uptight at the moment, the players. They're making uncharacteristic mistakes.
Here's Taylor again, left-hand side. Oh, ran into trouble. It breaks a Bale into the box. Bale flicks it into the middle. Robson-Kanu goes in as well. Big shot for handball from behind the goal. Don't think there was anything in that. Ball is played out to Ledley. Left-hand side again. 15 yards from the corner of the Belgian penalty area. He's giving the ball away now. He was looking for Ramsey, but it didn't get there. And now Nangolan sends Hazard over halfway. Hazard finds Benteke. Benteke has support from Hazard again. Quick ball out to Mertens. Mertens into Hazard, 30 yards from goal. Nangolan shooting chance. No, he plays it wide to De Bruyne. Right-hand side. De Bruyne low cross in the middle, looking for Hazard. Gunter's there again that time. And the ball breaks to Bale. Now Bale flicks it forward to Robson-Kanu. Denayer's quick though. Denayer gets there, but Robson-Kanu's strong enough to hold him off. Now he has to try and get the ball or hold it up in that far corner flag. Denayer pulls into the floor.
Do you know what? Upper body strength straight away. I mean, he's a strong lad. He's done there. And I tell you what, he's banged into him, Robson-Kanu. His upper body strength was stronger than him, and then what he's had the skill to keep the ball away and attract the foul.
Now, free kick Wales. It's about 10 yards from the corner flag on that left-hand side. Maybe less than that, actually, and it's about 11 yards from the penalty box. Ramsey, near the touchline on the left, curls it in, right-footed, headed away. Allen heads it back into the box. Chester tries to keep it in there. Oh, Nangolan, that's a terrible header. Straight to Bale! Wales! Gareth Bale strikes again! And delirium across Cardiff City Stadium. It was a shocking error, but we don't care. It's Wales 1, Belgium 0. Bale!
Well, I'd tell you what, he's still got a lot to do. I actually thought he was going to try and chip the keeper with a header. It's a poor pass back, but he has the confidence, he has the composure to actually take his time, control it, and just pass it past the keeper. It's a fantastic finish. I don't know if anybody else on the field would have had that composure to actually have done that.
Nangolan, what on earth was he thinking of? He headed it back into his own penalty area. Bale was by himself, turned, and the coolest finish past one of the best goalkeepers in world football.
Yeah, he's playing against one of the best players in world football as well, so tell you what, he made it look so easy. Good players do that. I'm just hoping that gives us that belief, that little bit of extra belief that I don't think we've had in this first 20 minutes or so. We've been a bit uptight, we've been a bit fortunate, because I don't think they've capitalised on maybe mistakes that we've made. And we've capitalised on their mistake. They've made one mistake and they've got punished.
I was just about to say we'll bring Danny Gavin on in the next break of play. He did well to keep his composure then, did Danny Gavin on, just like on the pitch. Ball forward now. Belgium trying to strike back quickly with Benteke of Aston Villa. Giant striker, plays it back to Nangolan. How will he be affected? The Roma player, this is only his 12th appearance, and that was a shocking error by the midfield player. Came off that Mohican straight to Gareth Bale. Here comes Mertens, cuts in from the left-hand side. Bale is back there helping out the goal scorer after scoring his 17th for Wales.
Robert, you can tell by the clearances that we're still a little bit uptight, you know, we just got to relax a bit.
But maybe so will they be now.
You know, the thing is, you know, I said this before, you know, when everybody was on about going to Millennium Stadium, a lot of these lads haven't played in atmospheres like this. You know, packed houses, and go to the Millennium Stadium and play in front of 70,000. I'll tell you what, that is a tough ask to some players.
Oh, Ramsey, if he'd only controlled the ball then, there was a breaking opportunity. Hazard, really good challenge from Gunter. Oh, and then Joe Allen goes straight in, and I think this is a booking for...
It's Joe.
No, it's
Joe Allen, isn't it? Booking. Yeah,
I thought it was...
He flew in, yeah, it's Joe Allen.
Yeah, it is Joe Allen, and Joe Allen will now miss Wales's next game, the trip to Cyprus on September the 3rd. That's his third booking of the tournament. We'll bring in Danny Gavin as soon as there's a chance now. He's part of our commentary team on Radio Wales, where I'm delighted to tell you the scoreline is Wales 1, Belgium 0. Need you ask, Gareth Bale with the goal, his 17th on his 50th appearance. A golden goal for a golden cap. But here Belgium have a free kick, 3 or 4 yards outside the penalty area. To the right, it's Vertonghen, who scored against Wales a couple of years ago, sizing this up.
Joe Allen's got to watch it. If he goes too early, he might get booked. He swap with somebody.
Mertens is over it. Vertonghen shoots it left, but it took 2 deflections. I think it came off a Wales leg, it did, and it's a Belgian corner. Danny Gavin, what about that?
Football's crazy. Football's crazy. Our first chance, mistake, and when the ball looped up, I was just so happy to see it go on Bale's chest, because he's been the least nervous of our players so far tonight. You know, he's looked really up for the game, and you know, once the ball dropped to him, you knew he was going to score.
Danger here though, Belgian corner from the near side. I don't know what Witzel was trying to do, but Chris Gunter, who's had of all the defenders, he's looked the least worried about things so far. 29 minutes gone, Wales lead 1 and he's just clubbed it away out for a throw-in.
I don't think he'd do too much else either, Rob.
1-0 Wales. The stadium is alight. Vertonghen breaks down the left-hand side, goes around Jazz Richards, who slides in. He can't beat Gunter at the near post, cools away the clearance. Chris Coleman lets it bounce past him. How happy must he be? Wales leading 1-0 against the team ranked second in the world. It's been error-strewn by Wales, but the biggest error came from Raji Nangolan, the Roma midfield player, who presented it to Gareth Bale, who coolly finished after 25 minutes. Nearly half an hour gone, Wales leading at a packed Cardiff City Stadium on BBC Radio Wales. Witsel for Belgium. Alderweireld took a deflection, favoured De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Vertonghen. Vertonghen on the left-hand side into Witsel. Giant midfield player he is. A Fellaini lookalike almost. Oh, he's got the ball back again. De Bruyne's in behind the Wales defence, and Hennessy smothers it.
A little bit nervous here myself, watching him play. It's just not quite right at the back for me. The three, Chris Gunter coming out and having to deal with Hazard. No, I think Jazz has got to be dealing with that. We've got to ask one of the midfield players or one of the strikers to come back there and get Vertonghen for me. Keep it tight, because when Chris Gunter comes across, Ash is not coming across. He's got to get the other side of the man straight away. He's just leaving a few too many gaps for me.
This is Gunter. Plays it back to Hennessy. Oh, not the best clearance by Hennessy, but somehow it goes all the way through to Bale. And he's trying to flick it past.
I'd like somebody to have a run against this Lombards. He is most probably one of the slowest out the back four there. You get a run at him.
1-0 Wales lead. Hazard trying to inspire his side back into the game. Nangolan trying to make up for the error which led to the goal. Benteke plays it back to Alderweireld. This is Denayer, the Celtic centre-back, on loan from Manchester City. What a good career he appears to have, only 20. Alderweireld again. You can't take your eyes off this game. There have been so many mistakes that it could cost at any time, and it has done for Belgium. Wales ranked 22 in the world. If they win tonight, they'll be top seeds in the World Cup draw on July the 25th in St. Petersburg. De Bruyne tries to thread it through to the run of Witsel, but a good interception by Ledley, who then plays the ball forward to Bale. Bale drifts past Nangolan, then holds it up, goes past Mertens, brings in Taylor left-hand side. Lovely run by the Real Madrid player. Ramsey now picks it up 35 yards out. Little pass into Bale. Bale holds it up once more, slides it to Ramsey, back to Ledley. Walking pace now, Ledley has it. Allen.
Keep the ball, Rob. We've not done it.
No, they look quite happy just to hold on to the ball. Allen made a good run into space though. Robson-Kanu, I think, timed his run just wrong, did he?
No, he checked
He's held it up.
It was
Richards
Joe Allen
into Allen, back to Richards, right-hand side. Ramsey, bit of space on the edge of the penalty area. Ramsey, 1-2 with Robson-Kanu. Ramsey across the face of goal. Breaks to Robson-Kanu. And he's put it wide from 12 yards. Taylor came in at the far post.
Well,
he couldn't turn it in from Ramsey. It was a beautiful Welsh move. Their best move of the game so far. But how Robson-Kanu just fired it wide with a snapshot.
I tell you what, I just hope that gives them the belief that they can do it themselves, you know, without somebody making a mistake for the opposition. You know, they've got the goal from that, but now can they create something themselves? And I think that time then with Aaron Ramsey, I'd say a lovely layoff as well by Robson-Kanu. He's so unlucky with the ball. It's come to him and it wasn't composed really enough, was he?
Well, I know one happy Welsh fan. I've just had a text from a friend of mine who's had money on Bale to score first. Happy days.
You're working, Rob. You're not supposed to be using your phone.
Correct, says the producer. 1-0 to Wales. The excitement gripping a nation. Long way to go, though. Calm my nerves, but there is still a long way to go. 34 minutes gone. Wales lead 1-0. Alderweireld almost runs into Taylor, but lost the ball anyway. Is this a good omen? Glamorgan have beaten Gloucestershire by 19 runs in their 2020 game, and they play Somerset tomorrow, providing this rain that is threatening here holds off. And of course, Somerset have lost Chris Gale, who's gone home before he has to face Michael Hogan. I don't blame him either. 11 minutes to half-time here at the Cardiff City Stadium. It's 1-0 to Wales. Gareth Bale, who's moved up to 10 goals in the European Championship. That's a record for a Welshman, and he's onto a through ball from Joe Allen. Bale into the penalty area, and for once his left foot let him down with the control.
I said Lombards, you've got to get her in around him. He's left him for dead. Vertonghen's trying to get there. If he's touched, he's just coming over his shoulder. He's tried to touch it, but just gets away from him. Great vision from Joe Allen.
And Gareth Bale tonight, he moves up to 17 goals, and he's leaving behind him on 16 Rob Earnshaw, who's still up for a... Oh no, he's retired now, so he's not up for a comeback. Cliff Jones, who looks as if he could make a comeback, and Mark Hughes, who's otherwise engaged. They were all on 16. Gareth Bale is on 17 on his 50th appearance, and it's 10 minutes to half-time, and it's absolutely crucial that if they can, Wales hold on to this lead to the break, because they may need to change things. 1-0 they lead.
Jazz needs to get out here. That's it, in between. On that occasion, I mean, Hazard's now dropped onto the back four.
Break into the middle. Taylor went tumbling, and Taylor wins the free kick, and I think it was De Bruyne kicked the ball against him as he fell over.
No, I think he was pulling as he was running through, Rob. Jazz is just a little bit undecided, really, that when Hazard goes inside, does he pass him on? Does he then stay as in the back four or the back five, whatever you want to call it, or does he come out and close Vertonghen? I think he's got to judge it when he has to and when he doesn't have to, because Hazard's causing us problems just by his movement, not receiving the ball and doing things with the ball, but by his movement.
He's a fabulous player, you have to say that. His control isn't always good when the ball is held onto by a ball boy, though, as Swansea City fans will remember. Eden Hazard. Oh, lovely play by Chester. Breaks away from Witsel. Now he has to be careful. James Chester, be strong on the ball. Good to see him back, Kevin Ratcliffe. I know we saw his debut against Holland, and he's just blossomed, doesn't he?
Yeah, I hope he don't do that too many times.
No.
With Witsel. He's a strong
I remember
lad.
that Gabidon used to do that, didn't he? And
yeah, but
as well.
He'd be up here somewhere by the time he got his second chance.
37 minutes gone, 1-0. Oh, Bale has left one on the ground again. He's still going up to the edge of the penalty area. Breaks to Ledley, who shoots. Took a deflection. Breaks to Jazz Richards, right hand side of the penalty area. Crosses in, Robson Kanu goes in, and there's a header over the...
No, it's a foul,
Robson
but I'll tell
Kanu
you
was
what,
fouled.
it's a great choice. It's a good ball, because we all know what Robson Kanu's. He's strong in the air at the back stick. It's good play.
Let's bring in Danny Gabidon if we can. Danny Gabidon, what do you make of it now? 7 minutes to half-time, 1-0.
Certainly a different game now. You know, we should really be 2 up. Another good chance there. Half a chance for Hull. We're slowly coming into the game, starting to look a little bit more composed. You know, we saw the Belgians warming up for the game. They looked like they were closing down, but I don't see it now. I think if we composed on the ball, keep playing with this confidence now on the ball, we can play through them and create more chances. So it's all about just staying concentrated now for the next few minutes and getting to half-time and try and sort a few things out. And there we go.
There we go, Lombard.
There we are. Just explain what happened there, Kevin.
Well, Lombard has loads of time on the ball, goes to play it to Vertonghen and just kicks it out. No pressure on the ball as well. It was the same over in Belgium.
1-0 Wales lead. Bale loses it though. Nangolan to Hazard on halfway. De Bruyne on the left-hand touchline in front of the Wales dugouts. Goes back to Lombard. Alderweireld, who thinks his career may be back in Spain next season after a very successful season with Southampton. I think he's more a centre-back there though than a right-back. And Vertonghen very definitely a centre-back rather than a right-back. And I have to say, on Sunday in France, Lombard's played right-back.
See, Robson Kanu now should be pulling off onto the halfway line. Hit that space. just in case we win
Deep
it back
cross
straight
in
away.
from the right-hand side. Hennessy collects that. And then throws it upfield to Ramsey. Ramsey has Nangalan on him. Ramsey goes to ground. I think he bought that one.
Got away with that.
He did. Nangalan looks bemused. Ramsey takes the free kick, chips it in behind the Belgian defence. One for Robson Carter to chase. Alderweireld forced to clear. Breaks to Bale, just inside the Belgian half. They're giving him plenty of space. Ramsey makes a run through the middle. Bale continues though. Breaks into a stride now. Taylor's ahead of him on that left-hand side. And they do just as Kevin Ratcliffe says. 1-0 Wales lead, coming up to 5 minutes before half-time. Bale, the goal scorer, on the ball now. Outside of the boot, look for Jazz Richards. That would have been one heck of a pass. It still comes to Richards on the right-hand side.
Seems to have taken an age coming down.
Oh, and he tried to thread it into Joe Allen, but there were two Belgians there.
It seemed to take an age to come down to get under control.
Throw in taken, bounces over Bale's head, cleared away by Lombards from the near post. Ledley header backing towards the penalty area, but Nangalan picks up, and the blonde Mohican Nangalan breaks up the halfway, ball inside to Hazard, turns back to Nangalan near the left-hand touchline, plays it across field looking for De Bruyne. De Bruyne had Taylor there, but he chests it down. Alderweireld is overlapping on that right-hand side. Alderweireld crosses first time, looking for Benteke. Benteke didn't get there. Richards, that was a crucial touch because it was ready to bounce into the path of Hazard, who then finds Witsel 5-10 yards outside the Wales penalty area. De Bruyne fancies a shot, does he? No, he went for a cross, blocked by Ledley. Bale looked interested, but De Bruyne just knocks it back into the Belgian half, and Courtois is midway inside his own half, the Belgian goalkeeper, to play it back to Lombards. 1-0. Gripping stuff. Williams steps in ahead of Benteke. Oh, poor ball forward, he should have held on to that. He apologises. It was unlike the Swansea and Wales captain. Hazard, De Bruyne, Witsel, De Bruyne, wide to Mertens. Mertens, can he get past Taylor? Taylor holds him up. Alderweireld thinks about crossing. He does a second time. It went past Benteke and Witsel, both in each other's way, and it breaks to Ramsey on the near side, the Wales right. Little back heel to give Jazz Richards time and space to clear it away. A little shove by Robson Carno. I'm not sure the ref saw it, but he realised Lombards had just jumped forward a bit.
Well, hopefully this just gives us a little bit of time to get our shape back, because we're just chasing things a little bit. We're not set. Ash needs to get a hold of his troops and just sort of settle them down. And
Gunter inside his own penalty area. Oh, that was awkward by Ledley, but Gunter got one of his best mates out of jail then. Cleared up to halfway. Alderweireld, did he touch that? The crowd in the Cardiff City stand think he did. The linesman and the referee beg to differ.
we just can't let these fullbacks get joining in.
This is Vertonghen again, deep cross, this time looking for Witsel, headed away only as far as Mertens, and a hopeful shot from 25-30 yards. It's 1-0 to Wales, Kevin Ratcliffe, and what you have to say is that since the goal, Belgium don't quite have the same composure as they had when it was 0-0 and they were dominated.
When the game started, they've gone a bit edgy, a little bit nervous, rushing things. We are still rushing things a little bit. But, you know, it's one that I just think our shape's got to be a bit better.
Another score coming in from the other game tonight. It's Bosnia 0, Israel 1. Now, if they win that game, they can go above Wales, providing Wales don't win here. And Wales are leading 1-0. But a win for Israel effectively would put Bosnia out. And, of course, Wales still have to play Bosnia away. And they were the top seeds in the group when the draw was made, Bosnia. Not Belgium. They were in pot 2. 1.5 minutes to half-time. The man of the moment, Gareth Bale, just telling everyone to calm down. Do you notice that, Bale, then? Yeah. Just hold on to the ball. And his teammates do as the most expensive player in the world says.
Right,
why wouldn't you?
Just looking at it, Robin, the system looks like a 3-4-3 at times. And then other times it looks like a 5-2-3.
Bale into Ramsey, little 1-2. Ramsey Back out to Bale, left-hand side. Robson Kanu waits in the middle. Low cross from Gareth Bale. May break the Taylor. Oh, I don't think...
He's not aware of where it was
Alderweireld
going.
knew... no, I don't think he did know about that.
No.
Hazard drifts past to De Bruyne. Hazard continues his run down the right-hand side. Taylor shadowed him. Brings in Witsel. Last minute of half-time. Sorry, this is Hazard. That was Mertens. Benteke turns on the edge of the box, but a really good job by Gunter. He's passed it straight to Ledley, who's fed Hal Robson Kanu, who's already over halfway. Bale is holding back. Ramsey's up with him though, but Bale is deep, and Robson Kanu finds him, and so did De Bruyne, who robbed the Real Madrid player from behind.
I'll tell you what, Adam, finding it tough, you know.
Hazard
needs to get his second win.
Mertens, yeah. Ramsey is just walking back. Of course, he was the last one to play a game in this Wales side. The FA Cup final.
I'll tell you what, Rob, it's a long time from the end of the season to be playing now.
The half-time whistle goes, and a stadium stands to applaud a Wales side who really rode their luck early on. But that man, Gareth Bale, knows how to celebrate his 50th appearance for his country, because he's delivered with his 17th goal for Wales to give them the lead at the interval. There's an awful lot to do, but there's still hope and expectation. In fact, it's burgeoning as I speak, because at half-time it's Wales 1, Belgium 0.
Just a quick message to say thanks for everyone for staying at home. I know it's disruptive, work is disruptive, but we're all in this together. And we're doing it for the greater good. Help the NHS. Save lives. Stay at home.
Hi guys, we're all aware of the fantastic job that the NHS are doing at the moment. It's been incredible. So let's help them out by staying at home and saving lives. Thank you.
The to everyone who is staying at home at the moment. I know it's really hard, I know it's disruptive, and I know work is suffering. But we're all in it for the greater good, and we're in it together. Protect our NHS, save lives, and stay at home. Thank you.
Just like to say a really big thank you to all those key workers working hard within Wales to keep us safe and sound. Diolch.
Our key workers are doing such an important job. Diolch to everybody, and continue the fantastic work. It's important that all of us in Wales stay at home and protect the NHS.
Help the NHS. Protect lives. Stay home.
Romelu Lukaku of Everton comes on for his 39th Belgian appearance. It looks like they're going 2 up front because they've taken off the wide midfield player Dries Mertens.
We'll most probably go 3 in midfield now.
With Wales leading 1-0 thanks to Gareth Bale's 17th goal for his country on 25 minutes. More aerial strength for a Belgian side who don't lack aerial power anyway. Give you the teams in a moment as De Bruyne comes forward for Belgium, playing from left to right in their all black strip with the white shoulders. The captain Hazard on the ball now. Down that Belgian left, goes one way then the other. Good challenge by Jazz Richards. And did that ball go up for a corner? It is a Belgian corner in the opening 45 seconds of an absolutely huge second half for the Welsh football public and Chris Coleman's so-called golden generation. De Bruyne with the corner from the left-hand side as Belgium tried to strike back at the start of this second half. Oh, there was a chance, and it's Benteke who's put it over from 4 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just talking about Wayne Hennessy, he's got to come and collect that. That 6-yard box area. It's inside your 6-yard box. I know it's swung in. And I just think that he's got to come in there, protect the lads there. He's just got away from Williams. Well, it was disappointed with that, will Ash?
It was high past him, wasn't it? But it was really swung in as well from that left-hand side. But Wales can breathe again. They still lead 1-0. Benteke with a shot which went over the bar from inside the 6-yard box. Wales unchanged. Hennessy in goal. Richards, the surprise appearance, Jazz Richards, his 5th cap at right wing back. With the rest of the team at the moment as De Bruyne crosses from the right-hand side. Oh, and it bounced off Chris Gunter and out for another Belgian corner. The team ranked 2nd in the world are really showing some determination and fire now.
Rob, it's too easy. You've got to close the cross down. You've got to get hit with the ball.
De Bruyne corner from the right now as Belgium look for an early equaliser in this second half. Headed away by Ashley Williams, the Wales captain, only as far as Nangolan. Nangolan crosses low from the right-hand side. It's gone right across the 6-yard box. And it was only Alderweireld who showed any interest. And everybody watched it go up for a goal kick. And we can all breathe again. But while you breathe, Kevin Ratcliffe, I'll give you the team. It's Hennessy in goal. It's Richards at right wing back, Taylor left wing back, Gunter, Chester, Williams, Ledley, Allen, who's been booked and will miss the next game, Ramsey, Robson, Kanu and Bale. And now Belgium have Courtois, Alderweireld, Denayer, Lombard and Vertonghen, De Bruyne, Nangolan, Witsel and Lukaku up front with Benteke and their captain Eden Hazard. They've only lost 1 of their last 17 games at Belgium.
Lombards has been smashed here. He's been smashed by Robson Kanu. I can tell you
he's not very happy.
No, yeah, I thought it was quite a fair challenge. Right, we've got to stop crosses. It's been too easy. I mean, you know,
well, with Lukaku and Benteke now, you just cannot allow balls to come in from wide areas.
They don't score a lot of headers, does Lukaku.
De Bruyne, edge of the box, turns onto his left foot, shoots! Took a deflection, did it? No, it's screwed wide of Hennessy's left-hand post, and I'm not sure the Wales keeper was anything but a spectator for that one.
Well, he can't keep doing this, especially with De Bruyne. If he's not scoring, he's creating. I think he's the top creator, isn't he, in Europe this year for Wolfsburg?
He is.
Mind you, Wolfsburg do create a lot of chances.
In the top 5 European leagues, he has the most assists, Kevin De Bruyne. 1-0 Wales lead, but Belgium have again started as they did in the first half, really strong.
I just think we're laying off, Rob. We're not taking the game to them. We're waiting for them to come to us.
Ramsey now, just inside the Belgian half, turns away from Witsel, slides it forward. Oh, he got caught by Witsel. He has found Bale, who slides it through to Ledley. Ledley wide to Richards. Ramsey's back up now as Richards crosses from the right-hand side. He's giving it all the way to Taylor. Taylor plays it into the box. Well, He was looking for Ledley, who didn't get there, but Wales have the ball back. Jazz Richards wide, level with the Belgian penalty box. Cross in the middle. Robson Kanu heads it across the face of goal, and it stays 1-0.
Well, we're getting crosses in as well, but tell you what, it's nice to see. I mean, Neil Taylor joining in. You know, the ball coming in from one side, he's attacking it at the other end, or just outside the box. It's better.
Nobody said it was going to be easy. And there's another 40 minutes to go. And at the moment, it's another 40 minutes to hold on as Hazard dribbles through the middle. Shot blocked by Williams. Deflects out wide to De Bruyne. The Belgian fans in front of us stand up. Alderweireld crosses low into the box. Chester got there. Ramsey picks it up. Heads towards the corner flag. Try to find Taylor. Give the ball back to Alderweireld. Should have just cleared long. Taylor spares his blushes. Helping his teammate by blocking the cross from Alderweireld. Belgian throw. 1-0 Wales. 6 minutes of almost incessant Belgian pressure at the start of this second half at the Cardiff City Stadium on BBC Radio Wales. Ledley tries to rob Hazard, goes back to De Bruyne on this near touchline, the Belgian right. Belgium playing from left to right. Now they go back into their own half. Chris Coleman chewing, calm as ever. I'm not sure he is inside. He said this is the most exciting he'd ever been for a game, whether as a player or manager. Basically, the biggest game of his life.
Well, we've changed the second half because we've gone for 3 in midfield, Rob, and I think...
Touch for Lukaku, he play the ball inside to De Bruyne. It's ball into Ramsey, who plays it right to Robson Kanu, but it just spins off the wet turf.
Aaron's playing centre of a 3. Joe's playing a little bit further spread left as Joe Ledley, that is, and Joe Allen's on the other side, on the right-hand side. And with them coming out as a 4-4-2, I don't think we needed to change the system. But, no. You know, that's what happens in football, you know. Maybe might revert back to the 3 in midfield.
Yeah, Chris Coleman is just directing operations. Ocean Roberts is there as well.
Joe for me's got to play in the middle. This is Joe Ledley because he's got to be in amongst it. He's got a bundle of energy. He breaks things up, plays things easy.
Yeah. Or he's got to pick up De Bruyne.
Yeah, he's just out of the mix zone, if you can see now.
Yeah, he is, yeah. As Belgium hold the ball inside their own half. 7.5 minutes gone. It's going to be a long few minutes in this second half. Witsel drives forward, tall, elegant player, leaves it to Benteke. Benteke ride to Alderweireld, midway inside the Wales half. Nangolan, whose error, presented the ball to Bale for the goal. De Bruyne crosses from the right, and this time it's Chester who heads it away. Back out to Nangolan. Wales just can't get out at the moment. Banks of red shirts. Only Robson Kanu is is behind the ball. Everybody else is defending their penalty area.
Aaron's lost at the moment. This is not a forte of his.
Hazard, De Bruyne, wide to Alderweireld. Oh, and he went for a shot he should have crossed, and the other Belgians are furious, and it swerved past Hennessy's near post and out for a goal kick. We'll bring in Danny Gabbard on. Danny, what have you made of the opening 8.5 minutes?
Yeah, we look like we're hanging on a little bit now. Same as the first half, really. The start of the first half, a lot of crosses going in. I'm not sure if maybe we might end up reverting back to a back 4. I think now they've got the 2 up front, they're a lot more dangerous off crosses, so we need to start stopping the crosses. And I think possibly going back to a back 4 at some point might help with that, and maybe getting like 2 wingers in front so we can double up and get a bit close. I think they're trying to play Joe on the left just for his energy, maybe to get out there to actually stop a few more crosses, but at the moment you saw Belgium.
Taylor has intercepted a crossfield ball. Now Ramsey.
I think just Aaron's out of his comfort zone in that middle, where he's got to protect the back 4 or the back 3 as well. As you can see, when there's players moving around, he's not quite sure. I don't think that's in his game.
No.
You know, maybe later on in his game when he's older, it'll come to him a little bit easier.
This is Ramsey. Ledley squeezes it back to Chester. Williams is spare. This is all happening inside the Wales half. Williams, it's a long raking ball out to Jazz Richards, his Swansea teammate. He won't be for long. He's going on a £500,000 move to Fulham. Cyprus are, I think, going to win in Andorra. They're now 3-1 up. And Bosnia still lead Israel by 2-1. And Wales, here on BBC Radio Wales, 10 minutes into the second half, lead the group favourites Belgium, group leaders Belgium, by 1-0. Gareth Bale, after 25 minutes. That was half an hour ago, and we're still biting our nails.
I go along with Gabs and maybe look at a 4-5-1, mate.
Hazard has wriggled his way into the box. Was that a penalty? No, he went to ground Eden Hazard. Williams didn't look concerned.
There's not much
Neither
claiming,
did the referee.
Not
No, he
much
didn't.
shouting
No.
going on. I think we were hampered by players in front of us. But
I think he slipped, and he did, yeah. Oh, well, actually, no, I'm not sure whether Williams might have trodden on his foot.
I'm not too sure if Hazard was looking for it. He usually leaves his foot there.
Gunter headed away from the throw, only as far as Wetzel. Alderweireld has De Bruyne wide on the right. This is De Bruyne. Taylor sliding challenge, timed that to perfection. Belgium throw 10 yards from the right-hand corner flag. Wales have to weather this Red Devil storm. And they'll help by Chester now. Can Robson-Kanu get his foot on the ball? He can't. But
if you have to think about this a little bit deeper, I think maybe bring off Jazz Richards and push Chris Gunter over. Keep your back four, and then push Bale and Robson-Kanu on either flank with Sam Vokes coming on.
De Bruyne, crossfield ball. Oh, Vertonghen got there ahead of Jazz Richards. Hazard on the ball again. 15 yards from the edge of the Wales penalty area. Ledley got back to head away the dink cross. It's fallen to Ramsey. Ramsey, lovely ball to Bale. Bale's over halfway. Ramsey continues his run out left. Ramsey gets there long. It's on the Arsenal star. Holds it up. Got Taylor in support. Nainggolan gets in the challenge, but Ramsey wins it back. He's got the former Cardiff club mate Ledley there with him. Ledley into Allen, inside the centre circle, moves out of it, drifts into space, good run by Joe Allen. Robson-Kanu run across the edge of the box, goes to ground, no foul. Lombard's got there, won the ball first. Williams wins the header, heads it forward looking for Ramsey, bounces all the way through to Denayer. Witzel comes over halfway, and he runs into Joe Allen, who stumbles but almost brought Witzel down as well. He's a strong player, Alex Witzel of Zenit St. Petersburg, 60th cap tonight. Little touch back to Hazard from Benteke. He's a giant presence. They've got two real giants up front now. Hazard, little 1-2 with Lukaku. Hazard onto the ball again. Shoots right-footed low. Took a deflection, and Gunter hammered it away out for a throw-in. I think Ashley Williams was in the way. Or maybe been Chester.
No, it was Ashley Williams. Acting as another keeper.
Yes. Former Wales captain Kevin Ratcliffe here on BBC Radio Wales, 13 minutes into the second half. These Wales players need all the fans' help now. Nainggolan shoots, good block by two players. Ledley felt it right on his backside. He's trying not to cry, but I know how painful that must be. It did hurt. You could see he looked up in the air.
I'd rather it that side of me. Plenty of cushion.
Yeah. He's hard enough anyway, Joe Ledley. He's a Cardiff boy. He was 57th cap for him tonight. There won't be many more memorable than this. He's just behind his good mate Chris Gunter, who's on 59. Level with the former Wales captain Kevin Ratcliffe, who's alongside me as Wales break with Bale, supplied by Ramsey. Takes on Vertonghen, brought down. Vertonghen just launches into Bale, and that'll be their first booking.
Rob.
Lombard, sorry, yeah. You said run against him, Kevin Ratcliffe, you're spot on.
I think he was trying to just knock it one way and go the other. I can't believe he never did it a little bit quicker as soon as he knew he was up against him.
So Lombard's is booked.
Just get yourselves together now, because you know they're throwing everything at it.
Wales take the free kick short, and they're going back into their own half. Gunter back to Hennessy. Hennessy will clear left-footed. Looking for Robson-Kanu. No, it's over his head. Lombard wins the header over Bale. The man he just fouled. Breaks to Nainggolan. Up to Benteke. Gunter's there to clear away only as far as De Bruyne. Bale is heading back to help out as Witsel has the ball. Centre of the field for Belgium. Centre of the Wales half. Nangolan a little deeper. Hazard. That little pocket of room just in front of the penalty area. Plays it into Witsel. Williams is there, but his clearance is picked out by Vertonghen on that left-hand side. Hazard across the face of the box. De Bruyne thinks about shooting. Lays it wide to Alderweireld. Deep cross. Hazard with a header. And it's pushed over the top by Jazz Richards, who blocked it. You don't expect to see Hazard with a header, do you?
No, we've got to change it, Rob. We're being overrun. We're not sure. Let's get back to what we know. You know, defensively, this is something that we're not used to.
Nerves all around the Cardiff City Stadium. Wales are hanging on here. They're leading 1-0 to Bruyne, corner from the right-hand side. Headed down, cleared away by Ledley. Only half cleared though. Alderweireld shot is blocked. Breaks to Joe Allen. Allen lays it off to Ramsey. Hardly anybody up ahead. Allen had made the run. Ramsey can't find him. Alderweireld knocks it deep back into his own half. And Chris Coleman urges his team forward.
No, he's urging them up. We're dead on our feet at the moment. We've even got James Chester's breathing heavy. Yeah, it's been a tough old season, and you know, you get a game.
And it's as if the Wales fans sense that their team needs help, Kevin Ratcliffe. Listen to this noise.
There's too much of a gap appearing between the midfield and the strikers. You know, either that means the defence are too deep, or the midfield have got to drop. That's up to the defenders to tell them.
This is where the 12th man comes in. Wales leading 1-0 for Belgium. The Red Devils showing real fire. Looking to get back into this game. Ledley blocks De Bruyne. Belgium's fourth corner of this second half. Wales haven't won one. They've hardly been in the Belgian half, and we played 17 minutes since the break. Wales leading 1-0. You're listening to BBC Radio Wales as De Bruyne takes the corner, header over the top from Alderweireld.
You've got to stop the pressure. You've got to stop the pressure and you know, stop the crosses coming in. Danny was saying it after about 5 minutes into the second half that they'd already got 3 crosses in. And that was a danger sign, especially when they've got Lukaku and Benteke on. You know, runners from midfield. They've got Witsel.
Allen drops in the hole to pick up the ball from Hennessy. Out to Chester now. Chester tries to play it forward, finds Joe Ledley. He goes tumbling under pressure from Denayer. Chris Coleman applauds Hennessy and Allen. They worked that one quite well.
I'm not quite sure Joe Allen passing it to James Chester when he's a right-sided player onto his left foot.
On the left wing.
Good job. He's pretty good with his feet. He's got a good touch. He's comfortable with it.
Come on, Wales. The banner's held up by a little youngster to my left. Well, across the aisle, he looks determined as this Welsh side are. As Ramsey takes the free kick, tries to play it down the left flank to Bale. Nangolan read that one better than he did the header which set up Bale for the goal. Well, actually, he read that one quite well because it was straight to him.
He's not a bad player, though, is he?
No, he's good, isn't he?
He's a good player.
Chris Coleman is... he's either got Sabita's stance or he's shouting instructions because he really is getting worked up now on the side. The suit is just about on. As Wales lead 1-0.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't like to be his chewing gum tonight.
He's gone through a few packs, I reckon. Allen slides the ball forward to Bale. Bale into the Belgian half. Holds it up ahead of Nangolan. Bale still going with it. Runs into Witsel. Trying to chip it into the box for Taylor, but Taylor wasn't going to get there. And now Courtois throws the ball right out. Too strong for De Bruyne.
Bad decision to let it bounce. He's got to take that before it bounces and skids straight off.
Wales take the throw on halfway through Swansea City's Neil Taylor.
Joe's just starting to get hold of the ball now.
Yeah.
Getting involved. He's more or less playing central rather than on the right-hand side of midfield, which is nice
Joe
to see.
Allen.
That's Joe Allen, sorry, yeah.
And he's available again for Williams this time. And Ledley's moved forward. Little flick to Taylor. Taylor points down the left wing, there's nobody there, so he goes back to Chester.
That's better. That's better.
Now they're just passing it around the back line at the moment. Gunter's gone wide on the right-hand side. Gunter chips it up the right-hand touchline, looking for Jazz Richards. Header inside to Robson Kano. Actually, Richards hadn't stumbled into touch. That wasn't a bad move because Robson Kano had space to run into. Get the thoughts of Danny Gabidon, the Wales defender, in the next break in play. He's privileged, he's mates with all these players. These are his friends carrying the banner for Wales tonight. And he's kicked every ball. There's a bottle in front of him and that's getting hammered.
Forgot to wear my shin pads as well. He's now having a go at my calves.
Alderweireld for Belgium. Still loads for Wales to do though. 25 minutes to go. They're hanging on thanks to Gareth Bale's goal midway through the first half. Witsel inside the centre circle. Joe Allen, he's got nothing to lose. None of them have really. Holidays can wait for another hour or so. Not quite that much on the pitch, but you know what I mean. Ball across field, picked up by Jazz Richards. Lovely little back heel. He's gone sprinting down the right wing, Jazz Richards, as Hal Robson-Kanu picks up the pieces. Oh, that's an awkward ball back to Gunter, who had Benteke all over him, and Gunter won the free kick, and I bet Hal Robson-Kanu's relieved.
Yeah, I think Gareth Bale was just free that moment then. Could have found him in the centre area, but you know, there's one or two players, they are feeling the pace here.
Danny Gabidon, there's a slight break in play. Will Wales take time on the free kick? What do you make of it?
I think it's just about seeing it out. Now we've got to try and see this out. Whether, you know, we've tinkered with the shape a couple of times. I think Hal's gone to the right now, so I think the gaffer can see that, you know, we're struggling a little bit physically and with what the Belgians are doing. So I think it's just about trying to see this out, and if we can get another chance on the break and finish it off, because I think the Belgians will overcommit as well. It's just about us getting that one chance to try and finish this off, and obviously defending really well and trying to keep them out.
Tell you what, it's amazing what he's done with Joe Ledley. He's pushed him further forward.
He has, yeah.
I'm not too sure that's a good thing.
Well, you want him biting and chivying, don't you, when the Belgians are on the ball? Well, Joe Allen just went bundled over by Romelu Lukaku. That's not an equal fight, that one. But the free kick goes Wales' way. And I'm astonished, Kevin Ratcliffe. I mean, I should know better, really, because I've followed Wales for so long. But this crowd seem to sense when they need help and when they need just support.
This is the best atmosphere for a long, long time, and many a year. I've not seen this or type of atmosphere since we've been at the Millennium Stadium.
Williams hoists it out to the left-hand side for his clubmate Taylor. But in rugby league, oh, hang on, Williams has just pulled up after hitting that right-footed crossfield ball. It's out for a throw-in, but it's deep in Belgian territory. In their right-back position, Toby Alderweireld. 48 times a Belgian player, takes the throw, looking for Romelu Lukaku. Header on, picked up by Chester. Chester holds on to it. Lovely play by the Hull City centre-back. And Taylor finds Ramsey. All happening down the left wing. Ledley now holds it up for Taylor. Taylor has to move inside. Nongalan makes a sliding challenge, and then Taylor's forced to knock it off Nongalan and up for a throw-in.
Yeah, we seem a little bit more comfortable now. You know, we're looking for the ball. When we've got the ball, we seem comfortable on it.
Half a half to go for Wales. We're midway through the second half. It's 1-0. Allen to Bale. It's in the Belgian half, though. That's the beauty at the moment, because for 20 minutes Wales hardly got out. Ramsey now holds it up, turns away from Witsel, from Denea. Now Ramsey has it again, 10 yards from the penalty area, drifts out wide to the right. Richards made a run, but Bale's free, deep. Ball from Joe Allen is too strong for him. Taylor, Bale holds it up just inside his the Belgian half. Picks out Williams, who's free. This is much better.
He's
Passing the ball. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Ramsey's caught off the ball by Benteke. That was very, very late.
Yeah.
And surely the referee, Felix Bruch, has to do something about that. Well, it's just a free kick.
Well, just have a look what Gareth Bale's doing here. If it's cramp, we're okay. But
I think it is. They're just giving him one of these powdered energy substances. I don't know, I'm not used to these sort of things.
Neil, have a think about that, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
He's just seen Gareth Bale struggling. He's passed the ball straight to him on the touchline.
I know he's not from the right side of North Wales, but
you can't say that. Kevin Ratcliffe, he's Welsh and proud.
I know, but he's just down the road from me.
The Welsh national anthem rings out around the Cardiff City Stadium. They're doing their bit, this capacity crowd, and the Belgians, I think they're enjoying the singing because they're just sat there engrossed. Don't you sing, Kev? You've got a job to do.
I know. I'm just thinking, either way, one goal can turn this game on its head.
20 minutes to go. Wales 1, Belgium 0. The crowd applaud themselves for that rendition of the best anthem in the world on BBC Radio Wales. That's where you're listening to it. And where else would you want to be tonight as a nation holds its breath for its football team?
I'll tell you what, that was good defensive play. You know, they were rigid, they were all in good positions, and that's why they've given it away. They've been forced into a pass.
Allen, low ball up to Robson-Kanu on halfway. Richards plays it forward for Robson-Kanu. Oh, Denayer Ramsey slipped just before Richards played the ball, and that allowed Denayer to steal possession. Nangolan has to chip it out to Alderweireld. Is Alderweireld going to keep it in? He won't. Nangolan, I'll tell you what, he's a really good player, but he is prone to the odd mistake as Bale tries to work off cramp again.
Well, that energy drink's got to get in there quick.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll see him opening his legs too much.
Anybody got any bananas with him? That's what they use, the tennis players, isn't it?
That's ancient.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Ramsey turns, caught by Nangolan. That was painful. Ramsey hits the floor with his hand.
Al's having a word with the referee. He feels there's too many tackles going in without being punished. He's quite right as well.
Chris Coleman has a word with the fourth official, but Ramsey stayed down. Oh no, he's taking the free kick to Robson-Kanu. Bale is still walking around gingerly.
We're taking free kicks too early and passes, you know, I mean.
Chester finds Taylor. Ledley's up ahead. Taylor inside to Robson-Kanu. Touches it for Bale. Bale into the box. Oh, Witsel just got in behind him again. The zip isn't there at the moment, is it, with Gareth Bale?
I've actually quite noticed he hasn't had the zip as what we've seen in the past. I don't know if he's actually carrying something. He certainly is at the moment.
Keep going, Gareth, keep going. A nation is depending on you. You've done your bit so far, but there's more work to be done. It's Gareth Bale who's put Wales one up.
The thing is you're worried about as a manager now, if you take him off.
Yeah.
How will the players react to that? You know, they look up to him so much that, you know, he saves them from games and wins them games, but they've got to realise they play a big part in that as well.
Rafa Benitez is probably ringing Chris Coleman now to tell him to take him off. And there's another mistake by Nangolan, another crossfield ball. Oh, this time he's kept in by Lombard, but he's by Vertonghen, and he's robbed by Jazz Richards.
Vertonghen's absolutely fuming.
He is.
This is going too well for us at the moment. Oh, no, it is.
17 minutes to go. Chester slides it on Eden Hazard. And Joe Ledley makes sure the free kick can't be taken quickly. The referee says rolling ball. Looks like Belgium are ready to make it their second substitute as De Bruyne plays it forward. A terrible ball for De Bruyne, goes out for a goal kick. Let's bring in Danny Gabardon again. Danny, I hope you've got some nails left. There's still, what, 17 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is nerve-wracking stuff at a minute. We look leggy, the boys look tired. I don't know if Chris Coleman's regretting maybe not having a friendly game in the build-up to this, I'm not sure, but we look tired. You see a few people stretching off, Ashley Williams stretching off, cramp, Bale stretching off cramp as well, so it's just about digging in now. Just got to dig in, keep doing what we're doing. You know, the Belgians are making mistakes now, they're getting frustrated. It's just about us digging in and trying to see it out, trying to see the result out.
Chris Coleman, lovely little 1-2 between Robson, Connor and Richards down the right-hand side. Richards gets the cross in. Oh, he's looking for Bale. You thought he was going straight to Bale then, didn't you?
I thought it was.
And then Gunter goes in. He's fouled and he wins it. I just noticed Chris Coleman turned to the Camden stand and just urged them to give even greater support. I don't know how they can, because they've been brilliant so far. But 15 minutes to go, just over. And one of the new stars in Belgian football, Yannick Ferreira Carrasco, is coming on for the visitors. Now, who's going off? Benteke moved. He's a striker.
Benteke. It's Benteke, I think.
He's pulled up Teresa Monaco.
I think they've actually changed it.
No, what's happening? Benteke.
Yeah, but they had the number 9 up. They had the number 9 up for 16.
Now there's confusion here because somebody's just run down the tunnel. I wonder whether he hasn't got.
Maybe he didn't have the right sort
strapping
of.
on.
No, you know the paperwork.
Yeah. Ramsey takes the free kick, looking for Ledley, just over his head on the edge of the box. Is going to drift out for a goal kick, and now surely Belgium will make the substitution.
No,
Carrasco is still waiting to come on. 33,200. Sorry, 280. I really am getting excited. Toby Alderweireld makes way for Carrasco.
Where's Carrasco going to go then? Is he going to be playing down this side? He is. It's more of an attacking player, so looks like Witsel will drop into the defence a little bit, maybe central.
It's only his 3rd cap for the Monaco 21-year-old. Maybe it's to keep Joe Ledley back a bit, because...
well, now he can pass him on now if he's going to play there.
Yeah.
If he goes early, he can pass him on to Neil Taylor. It's when they don't go early with Neil Taylor and...
Change of tune from the Wales fans. I love you, baby, in their own inimitable style. Hazard to Nangolan. Wales leading 1-0. BBC Radio Wales. Count down the minutes. 13 to go. And Gareth Bale's goal at the moment is priceless, because in the live scores it would be Wales top of the table, but Belgium just will not give up. Denayer moves forward, every player by Courtois in the Wales half, and Denayer makes a hassle ball into the box, and Wayne Hennessy, the Wales keeper, who made a really good save early on when it was 0-0.
You know the best save to make there is not make a save, let it go out, waste a little bit of time, slow it down.
Oh, Chester thought that was a Wales throw. It was a Belgian throw, which Benteke takes quickly. That was a mistake. Carrasco gets down the near side. Williams makes it his and wins the free kick, the Wales captain. He's a machine when he wants to be, isn't he? He really is a machine, Ashley Williams.
Oh, he's not just a machine, you know. You can play, you're a good captain. It's what the side's needed. He's just got to galvanise the troops now for another 15 minutes. If he can get another 15 minutes out of them, and that's it. Enjoy your summer.
If it wasn't for our history, we'd be really confident now. But there's been so many near misses, so often promising situations in qualifying rounds have turned to despair. But maybe, just maybe, this is different.
Well, we've got a maybe 50% Gareth Bale out there. I think Chris is reluctant to take him off and put somebody else on.
I don't blame him either. Oh, Robson kind of just pushed Hazard then as the little diminutive Chelsea midfielder broke down the left-hand side. Free kick taken quickly. Witsel gets it back from Hazard. 15 yards outside the Wales penalty area. Vertonghen. Hazard plays it forward. Witsel tries to keep it in, but I think that's it. Well, I thought it was a goal kick the way Witsel went after it, but it's a Belgian corner. They're not out of this by any means. 11 and a half minutes to go.
You've got to switch on.
It's 1-0 to Wales, but it's a Belgian corner from that left-hand side. It'll be swung in right. It's like the land of the giants of those Belgian centre-backs, and it went past everybody. Lombards came round the back and out for a Wales goal kick.
We've got Vertonghen and we've got Joe Allen picking him up. You've got no chance. If that's a 50-50 between the two of them, Vertonghen's going to win. Look at him at the back. We've got a video evidence here coming off, and Joe Allen's picking him up. You've got to sort that out. I know they've got extra height than us, but surely Joe shouldn't be picking up a player his size.
There's a change coming. Looks like David Vaughan might be coming on. He's warming up. Big clearance by Hennessy, looking for Bale. He's almost just nuisance value at the moment because Chester got pulled out of position then. Hazard breaking down the right this time. Benteke and Lukaku wait for it. Header over the bar by Gunter.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know how many times the heart stopped, but I'll tell you what, we're putting in some performance tonight. Not just by 1 or 2, but all 11.
This is the other side of Wales. This is what you have to have. De Bruyne corner from the right this time. Header towards goal. Oh, and it's
dangerous picking, yeah.
Very dangerous.
Tell you what, it's bravery that is at the highest level.
And that's Jazz Richards.
Tell you what, that is an absolutely great defensive edit. Hopefully he's not hurt. Well, he just throws himself at this.
He did, and he caught Witzel's boot. He stayed down, but it's going to be a Wales free kick.
That is a booking.
Ashley Darrell Jazz Richards. He may not be able to remember his middle names after that, because Witzel caught him a treat in the 6-yard box. But it's a Wales free kick. Richards is up. Wales are ready to fight on, and there's just over 9 minutes of normal time to go on BBC Radio Wales, and it's 1-0. 1-0 to Wales over the team ranked second in the whole world. Just have a think about that.
It's going to be a long 9 minutes. It'll feel more like 90.
Courtois beaten by Bale midway through the first half. Clears up to halfway. Flicked on. Hazard picks it up, brought down by Allen. Allen complains that Hazard dives.
No.
Allen has been booked, he has to be careful.
That's quick feet. That was quick feet. That was tremendous by Hazard. I mean...
He's suffering now though, Eden Hazard.
Yeah, well,
Bale helps him up, two of the great superstars of world football.
You watch out the quick feet here. Oh.
Free kick Belgium. Centre field, midway inside the Wales half. Lukaku and Benteke are down the middle. They've taken it short. De Bruyne chips it into the box. Ashley Williams heads it out, picks out Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey holds it up. Oh, he's given a poor ball to Taylor, but Taylor made something of it. I tell you what, there's all sorts of nerves. Let's bring in Danny Gabidon, who sat next to us, kicking every ball. Gabs, we need you out there.
I wish I was out there, but I'm not sure I want to play in this. This is nerve-wracking stuff. Just got to hang on. Belgium are throwing everything at us now. The lads are tired. It's all about concentration and digging in and doing all the right things to win this game. And if that means like staying down when you're injured, taking an extra couple of seconds on a goal kick, then so be it. We just got to try and see this game out.
Yeah, we've got to do everything that the opposition used to do to us. Exactly what Danny's saying there. Take your time over things.
Taylor reads the through ball again, or the 1-2. Wilmot, the Belgian manager.
Gareth's just got to go staying up front. Be a
exactly.
striker. Just give us another body up there.
Because they don't know how badly injured he is, do they? They probably sense that he's
I
struggling.
think he's got to go up front, stay up there. When he gets it, just do his best to keep hold of possession. What they'll do is with you, they'll back off with you because they'll actually think you've still got that pace, you've got that one run in you. And if you're up against Lamberts, then, you know, he'll just back off. He won't want to get tight.
De Bruyne just crossed low into the box. Wayne Hennessy plunged on it. Don't forget, when the action finishes, we want your reaction. Call Rob 03700 100 110. Text 81012. Tweet at BBC Radio Wales. No matter what happens in the last 6.5 minutes plus added time, it could be the longest 6.5 plus added time of your whole lives. As the ball crosses in low, Hennessy plunged on it again. This time it almost got away from him, but the big Palace keeper, who's only played 12 times this season, this is his 13th game in the whole campaign, and he's played as many internationals as club games.
Are you trying to frighten me? Hey, he's done great. You know, this campaign, he's been brilliant, he's been switched on.
And he's level with Danny Gabidon on caps on 49, so the next one we hope will be his 50th. Another golden cap. Given his debut by John Toshak, just like Chris Gunter, who's on 59 tonight. Witsel, little ball forward from Benteke to Lukaku. Taylor came across, made a bit of hash of it, breaks to Lukaku, but Chester got across there, read the pass to Carrera, played it away. Nangolan picks it up. We're approaching the last 5 minutes. It's Wales 1, Belgium 0 in this Group B European Championship qualifier at an expectant Cardiff City Stadium. Ashley Williams again. Oh, the ball played forward by Ledley, but Bale just can't chase it, and they give him the ball away. Oh, Taylor, what a challenge on Pereira! My word, he took everything as well as the kitchen sink, and now Wales can break with Ramsey. Ramsey wide to Robson Kanu. Not many up in support, just hold on to the ball. Richards, Allen, just inside his own half to Williams. Bale, he can't move, Gareth Bale, he's struggling with every footstep. It's a real test for him. But that's why you pay £85 million for a player. They don't give up when the going gets tough. Oh, and then Williams gives the ball away to De Bruyne in the centre midfield. Now Ledley has to race back. Nangolan, little ball. Oh, he took it past Taylor, but he ran into Chester. And then Allen looks for Bale, but he clears it up to halfway. We're inside the last 5 minutes, and it's a chance for Sam Vokes. Bale has gone down again with cramp. The Belgian fans in front of me.
Get him out, get him off. He was going to come off the pitch anyway, so get him off. Put Sam Vokes on for the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Play 11 at the back.
It's just...
no comment, I assume you agree then.
Now get him off. I mean, I don't know what Joe Ledley's going up front for at this time of the game.
Bale is having treatment. His night may be coming to an end, but he's already had perhaps the most decisive influence on the game. His was the goal, which has given Wales
shown
the
tonight,
lead.
though, Rob, you know, that we're digging deep tonight, digger than we've ever dug.
Bale is limping to the touchline. Bale is clapping all around. Bale is coming off. 50th cap celebrated with maybe, just maybe, the most important goal he's ever scored for his country. He urges Sam Vokes, get on there and do your stuff. And Vokes heads on. Oh, it's a rousing night here on BBC Radio Wales. We're down to 3 minutes plus added time to go, and it's Wales leading Belgium by a goal to 0. And if they can hold on, this will be a marquee win to match any of them.
Just have a look around you, Aaron.
Ball forward into the box. Williams, oh, he timed the header brilliantly.
Yeah, well.
Lukaku, Benteke was in front of him. Now it's with Gunter. Gunter hits it upfield. Vokes wins the free kick. Brilliant first touch.
Well, no, everything was about getting your body in front and just take the foul. You know it's going to happen. A lot of forwards these days just move out of the way.
The anthem is struck up again. It's emptying down, but this crowd are determined nothing's going to rain on Wales's parade tonight. They are so close. 2 minutes plus added time to go. Just listen to this.
We've got to pick up the second balls, Rob. We've not done that too well tonight. Now's the most important time.
How good was that? 03700 100 110. Once you got your voices back, get on that phone. Call Rob. Text 81012. Tweet at BBC Radio Wales. The clock shows 88 minutes and 46 seconds. I would have thought there'll be about 3 or 4 minutes of added time as Will prepared to make another substitution.
No.
Oh, Witsel bought a free kick off Ashley Williams then.
Right, get yourself set.
It's
Just
Andy King who's coming on for Wales. Will they want to make the substitution before the free kick? No, I don't think they will.
No. They've just added another yard onto this, Rob.
And it's close enough anyway.
Nah, it was further away than that. Where the wall is,
now,
it's
where
10
will the
yards further
referee?
back.
Where will the referee drop the ball?
Further out. Further out.
No, it's about 4 or 5 yards from the edge of the D. Could this be the moment where Wales's hopes of a famous win come tumbling down? It's Jan Vertonghen stood over it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wales players in the wall. Hazard is there as well. He stood on the ball. Hazard looks as if he's going to tee it up for Vertonghen. Vertonghen shoots! Blocked by the advancing Wales players. It's cheered like a goal. Ashley Williams and Joe Allen, little and large.
Ashley Williams was about 2 yards from the ball. You can't make up that much ground by going.
3 minutes of added time. Sorry, Kevin, 3 minutes to go. Belgium corner from the left-hand side, and Hennessy plucks it out of the air. It's like another goal, but it's still only 1-0.
That is his best decision all night. That has just killed it, stone dead. Great play from the keeper.
Hennessy launches it into the night air. Vokes heads it on. Hal Robson-Kanu goes to ground. Wales are within sight of a massive, massive victory. Ball played forward, still time for the Belgians. They won't give up yet, they're not second in the world for nothing. Oh, Ramsey's just given the ball away to Benteke. He drifts past Ledley, who tried to pull him back. Right-hand side, Carrasco. And Ledley steps in, wants the goal kick. It's another Belgian corner. We played a minute of the added 3 on BBC Radio Wales. Wales lead the group favourites Belgium by 1-0. Corner comes in from the right-hand side. Witsel header up in the air, headed up by Ramsey from the edge of the box. Robson-Kanu helps it on. Nainggolan chases back. Nainggolan feeds it back. De Bruyne plays it into the Wales penalty area. A little touch, and Hennessy collects. And there's a minute and a half to go, and this Wales crowd can hardly believe what's happening, and I can hardly believe what's happening.
He's just kicked it early, Wayne Hennessy. What's he done that for?
And neither can Kevin Ratcliffe, the former Wales captain. Andy King waits to come on. There's just over a minute to go. It's 1-0 to Wales. Vokes is back there, heads it away from the edge of the box. There's 1 minute left of added time. The crowd rise again. The ball into the Wales box. Out for a goal kick. Danny Gabidon is with us. Danny, can they do it? There's only 45 seconds left. Tell me they can.
Yeah, I think we're there. Just a few more seconds concentration. Wayne taking this goal kick. Take as long as you want to. Stick it into an area. Hopefully the ref's going to blow up.
This lad's been brilliant, by the way.
Hal Robson-Kanu makes his way off. Andy King comes on.
What a shift, Rob. What a shift this lad's put in.
There are seconds to go. Just seconds for Wales to make a massive statement. Hennessy is told to wait. He clears the ball. He looks for Vokes. Vokes wins the header. Balloons up. Last chance for Belgium. They've only lost one of the last 17. Their last qualifying defeat was 2 years ago. Header by Hazard. Breaks to Richards. Richards clubs it forward. The final whistle goes. And a nation believes. Finally believes. The Wales are going to the major tournament finals. Chris Coleman is engulfed by his staff. Wales have beaten Belgium, ranked second in the world, thanks to Gareth Bale, who's got a golden goal on the night when he became a golden cap. What a way to celebrate his 50th. Wales 1, Belgium 0. Kevin Ratcliffe, I can hardly believe what I've seen tonight.
You know, we've seen this so often that we've got this far, and then all of a sudden it slips away from us. Actually, I can actually now feel it coming to us. You know, we've beaten, second ranked in the world. This is an absolute tremendous feeling. Them lads have done themselves proud. I mean, it's not been the best performances, but I'll tell you what, they've had to dig deep tonight. They've had to find something from somewhere. You know, they've gone that extra yard. And it has just been an absolutely fantastic performance. You can't really pick out a man of the match because everybody's put in a shift, and it's a hell of a shift. You know, them lads are going to be aching tomorrow. They deserve a break because they've given the country something to be proud of. I think we're on our way, you know.
The Red Devils of Belgium have been humbled by a god of Welsh football already. Gareth Bale got the winner. Who else? And put it this way, it's not done yet. Wales still have plenty to do to qualify for France to end all those years of hurt. But all I'll say is this, just keep your diaries free for this time next year and just have a look at those travel books and the French phrase books, because this is the biggest evidence yet. The Wales are heading to Euro 2016. It's finished. Wales 1, Belgium 0. Catch us if you can.
Have you scored a more important goal than that in your Wales career?
No, I think for most of us out there tonight, it was probably our biggest game in a Wales jersey, and yeah, I think it showed again, like Israel, we all stepped up to the occasion and did what we had to do.
How special a moment was it for you on your 50th cap as well?
Yeah, no, very, very special and very emotional. I think had all my family and friends here with me celebrating the 50th, and yeah, the most important thing was to get the win tonight and a good performance.
Talk me through the goal.
Yeah, no, I seen him coming out and I was going to header it, but I seen him go back just right at the end and managed to take it on my chest and yeah, and slide through his leg, so it was nice.
Gareth, what about the atmosphere here tonight?
I said in every interview, we literally have the best fans in the world, and yeah, I don't think I've been in many atmospheres like that in my whole career, and yeah, hopefully they can keep turning up and supporting the lads, and hopefully we can keep putting performances like that.
People will say now, top of the group, having beaten the favourites, you're there.
No, we're not there. We know we're in a great position, but we'll enjoy the result tonight, of course. But come the next bunch of games, we'll be focused and ready to go like normal.
How many more points do you think you need? Have you worked it out?
No, it's easy to get carried away, like I'm sure everybody will be. But yeah, we know we're in a great position. But as I said, there's still a lot of hard work to go, and anything can happen in football, so we'll be focused.
Were you on one leg at the end?
Oh my God, I couldn't walk after 70 minutes, so nah. The gaffer said leave it all out on the field, and I couldn't have run any more, to be honest, and especially not having played in 2-3 weeks. So yeah, it was obviously nice to get the victory on my 50th cap as well, and yeah, celebrate in style.
Rafa Benitez was here tonight watching you?
Yeah, no, I spoke to him in the hotel before, so yeah, always good to get a win in front of the new boss, and yeah, what can I say?
I mean, next season could be so special for you now, couldn't it? We keep saying this, but it could be.
Yeah, no, of course. I think everybody knows how much I want to get to a major tournament with Wales. I think it's right at the top of my list now, and it's on. So yeah, we'll keep working hard to do it.
Just a quick message to say thanks for everyone for staying at home. I know it's disruptive, work is disruptive, but we're all in this together. And we're doing it for the greater good. Help the NHS. Save lives. Stay at home.
Hi guys, we're all aware of the fantastic job that the NHS are doing at the moment. It's been incredible. So let's help them out by staying at home and saving lives. Thank you.
Diolch to everyone who is staying at home at the moment. I know it's really hard, I know it's disruptive, and I know work is suffering. But we're all in it for the greater good, and we're in it together. Protect our NHS, save lives, and stay at home. Thank you.
Just like to say a really big thank you to all those key workers working hard within Wales to keep us safe and sound. Diolch.
Our key workers are doing such an important job. Diolch to everybody and continue the fantastic work. It's important that all of us in Wales stay at home and protect the NHS.
Help the NHS. Protect lives. Stay home.